Hello everybody, it's the Harbinger. We are playing Wingspan Asia expansion Duet mode, and let's see what our opening hand is. Well, this is our opening hand, and we have certain okay things to consider here. We have a Princess Stephanie's Astaferia, which means that eggs won't be an issue for us, so we can gain eggs from the forest. That's pretty cool. We have both red-breasted nuthatch and the red-bellied woodpecker, which are very cheap birds that gain us additional points in the forest, and I don't hate putting down additional birds for cheap early in this game mode, because in this game mode getting tempo is actually pretty darn good. But I don't know if we would prioritize to pick up both of them. Red-bellied also gives us the option to actually gain some more food, and then later transition into making it into points, while this guy just straight up gives us points. But I don't hate the idea of bringing both of them with us, but we don't have anything for the grasslands or the wetlands in our plan yet, but let's take the brown falcon here. He allows us to put him into the wetlands, and from there he can draw us additional cards, and I think just picking up all of this should be a pretty good opener for us, and it should be letting us do lots of cool stuff pretty fast. The duet mode is all about tempo. Okay, so site selection expert can be okay for us. We already know we can play Stephanie's Estaferia and Brown Falcon for 1 point here, and finding another match in the grasslands could be pretty good. Platform Builder is another bonus card, also letting us work towards these guys, but we already have a pretty efficient way to get 3 points here. And yeah, I think it's going to be slightly easier to make site selection expert work for us than to just focus on these birds. But before we choose, let's take a little look here, and you know what, this rook might as well just be a pretty good combination with everything we have talked about here. So I'm just gonna take site selection expert here. I'm gonna look for the rook, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to picking up very early. But I also don't think we have too long until we can actually play him. First things first, as the Feria comes out. And one thing we need to be very aware of is that we will give eggs to the opponent, so they can also just churn out all of the birds if they so choose. Anyways, we want to look for stuff at the edge of the map in the same horizontal rows. I'm thinking of this row, in the forest, and on specific nest types. For now, I think we will focus on maybe getting edge on the map and the same horizontal row, and hopefully we will win out on these towards the game and as well. And this third round and goal is actually a little bit lucky for us, since we are already planning to go for the forest pretty fast. I think Brown Falcon could be our next play, so that we have the option of picking up the rook pretty fast. He the reason I like this guy is that he is a site selection expert trigger for us that gives us 2 more points on him, and he allows us to cache additional food from that we're gonna get tons of additional food from our game plan, and we can utilize this on this guy every time we go down here to get points anyway. So I think it's a really good point stump for us, and if we put food on this guy, the deck will match it for us. So if we get this guy out fast enough, I will be really happy. Try to do that with some nectars, and we are just going to do that to encourage the opponent to play another bird instead of drawing cards. They did draw cards. Hopefully the rook is still there. It is. Okay, awesome. We will pick the rook up by playing out the brown falcon and activating the... let's take this thing. It draws us a card, is connected to the stuff we already care about. And yeah, just activates a lot of the guys. Rook comes here, thank you. We don't have to play him for a while yet, so yeah, that looks pretty good for us. And we're gonna get some more free cards drawn from the deck. Don't mind if I do. We have more spaces to put food, and we want to prioritize to pick up... yeah, this matters. We want to pick up worms so we can take this guy. Worms so we can take this guy when we pay for the foods, even though they both eat worm and grain. It makes a difference when you decide which kind of... if you play the worm, you can only pick up this guy. Then of course, if we take this thing first, we can discard a card to gain a worm from the supply. I don't think that is going to matter for us, so I'm just going to skip that, because I think cards is going to be a rare resource for us that we need to hold on to a little better. You gain us resources, so that we also need to play out you. So let's play this guy first for a worm. And I wanted to make sure we get this since we need it for the horizontal thing. And we can block off this guy over here later if we need it. Take a worm for the free things. We can play out this guy again in the next turn. And yeah, we are 5 turns into the game. We have played 3 birds, we plan to play another one, and we just have a really efficient engine going on for us right now. So we can either take this, or we can take this just to block off this. This thing kind of solidifies or grip around the horizontal row. We would need to take both this and this if the opponent blocks us off. I don't like that. Let's just take additional resources. Take the grain here, so we can maybe play out this guy afterwards. This guy's a real anti-synergy with what we're trying to do, and we kind of need to look for site selection expert triggering stuff for us. Common Grackle isn't the worst thing, but we don't have access to that many surplus cards. Yeah. What do you care more of? Horizontal row, or yeah, let's just take this to solidify edge on map as well. That also matters. And let's take a grain, since all of these birds needs grains. Discard a card to gain from the supply. Again, I still think having surplus cards is better for us, and we can always just discard cards here to gain one of the foods in the supply, so it's not really something that is unique to getting a free ability there. So we can, whenever we want, play the rook, and the rook can give us not quite as many of these actually. It can give us how small is it? 90 centimeters. So it can give us this. If we pay a wheat for it, it can give us this. If we pay a rodent, it can give us this. It's going to be really far for us to traverse all the way over here to connect up. That might be an issue. Maybe we should try to focus on getting platform and fish birds over in the wetlands, so we are more certain that we can connect up to the grasslands here. So this pie build grab, even though it doesn't look that sexy to play out, I think it would be key for us to either take this thing or this thing just to connect up. Let's see what the other card we draw is. Desert Finch. Yeah, sure, that can be a pretty okay tempo play. We already gain a lot of grain, so I don't hate that. But yeah, this pie build grab will help us look at a lot more cards and get some tempo for us going down here. I think we need food for this guy and for these other guys we plan to play. So take the fish there. Take the grain. I don't know why I wanted to pick it up over here. And this guy ain't gonna see a play, so let's just sack this guy now. Pick up. We can pay for the rook with whatever. Let's pick up another fish. And let you do that. Let you take the grain, and both will lay some eggs. And we can utilize that egg to immediately lay down here in the future. And it will also be more horizontal row stuff for us, and in general be a good idea. Yeah. Pay for it with a fish. And this egg, we are taking this thing first, even though this is additional resource. This is horizontal row guaranteed, it's connect up guaranteed, and it would make it a lot more contested to find this fish, but I think we have a higher chance of finding the fish since we are drawing a lot of cards, or at least looking at a lot of cards, and there is no fish here. So let's try to find that fish after we take food. If we take food first, we can deny the fish. We can take additional nectars, and we can use that additional nectar to look for another card if need be. Okay, let's see if we can find it. House Crow. Nope, doesn't quite work. Bald Eagle, yes, that's perfect. Perfect. We don't have to sack the nectar, so I don't think we will. And both of those birds are perfect for tossing back out. So yeah, let's just do that one first. Okay, let's see. Still out here, and then we want to work towards these parts. And if we manage to get I think we are pretty close to just having a pretty solid game. Bald Eagle comes out now, even though we are not gaining any particular value here, but the value is in just guaranteeing that we connect up, get additional resources, and that just feels really good. We could do Eleanor's Falcon. It's a 6-pointer. It connects up with the Great Prairie Chicken for additional points on site selection expert. I don't hate that. I don't love it either. Starness is just guaranteed connecting up with whatever we play out there. So let's just take the Lyrebird, and if the opponent has played anything cool here, we can copy it. I guess I could have paid attention to that before we actually pulled it. But yeah, no food is available, so we skip that step. And now I think we are getting close to the part where we should stop giving eggs for free to the opponent, and we can start playing out our rook and build our grasslands and activate stuff from over here. So Rook gives us access to 1, 2, 3, 4 point actions. This is a nice in-between move that lets us lay an egg so we can play another bird, so we can do stuff. This house crow is also a neat way for us to get rid of additional food, so I do think we want to play out the lyrebird pretty fast, because it looks like we have a pretty good option for us to just get rid of a lot of food in the grasslands here. So that's the current plan. If we pay for the rook with a grain or I'm unsure how it works if we pay for it with a nectar. So let's just check how that works when you pay for the rook with a nectar. Okay, so we can. That's a wild card. Let's take this egg here, so we can just play another bird next turn for free. Could be this guy. Not entirely sure how I want to do that. Could also be a house crow. Matches up with a playable grab for side selection expert. And then we can do desert finch later, or we house crow can match up with bald eagle instead. You're small, so you will take this thing, and we can connect you up via paying a nectar. Let's take this one now. Playing Desert it for the finch. Tempo.
These finches are not restricted to deserts. They also frequent towns and agricultural areas.
Cool. Take this thing to get another egg. Get 2 eggs, right? So we're playing it for the tempo, so we can just bombard the Duet board with stuff we want to do. Baird Sparrow, okay. So that can match up with the Superb Lyrebird and the Eleanor's Falcon if we do all of them down here. Same thing with the Prairie Chicken, it doesn't have to be that guy, so... Yeah, let's do this guy, and this guy at the 4th. That means we have to pick her up. It's a 6-pointer that will unleash 2 more points. Let's not stress about that. It's not crucial to our game plan. Something that is crucial to our game plan is that it doesn't matter to play you now or later, but it doesn't matter to take food this turn. No, it doesn't. Let's sack a card we don't need. I don't think we're gonna need a common blackbird. Just get a little bit more resources to work with here. And we are gonna cache a cherry so we can unlock another 3-pointer. So in Duet mode, you are less inclined to go for engines and more inclined to go for tempo-based gameplay, and I really like how that works. But if you can get some good engine stuff going on, also you wouldn't just not do that. Discard again. No, we want to have our cards for more specific resources than just one of those. Black Crown Night Heron 9-pointer. Not quite. Let's go here. And we want to play out the Lyrebird next. So we might as well take the guaranteed food. Reroll. Yeah, we're gonna need grains, so let's do that. Let's not give eggs to the opponent, because now we are decently good at laying eggs over here, so we don't want the opponent to have the same options as us. Lyrebird comes out, eating 2 eggs. And we just want to be connected up. I think we also kind of want to just guarantee the lock off either by taking this one or this one pretty soon. House Crow can fix us with either, but we also need to take more food if we want to do that. Yeah. So that's a thing. Take these and that. We are okay. We are copying the white-crested laughing thrush and tucking the ruddy shell duck, so we can get even more grains. And let's cache. We want to turn that into points anyway. So now it's House Crow, Paired Sparrow. Later we do Greater Prairie Chicken. No, we don't need this guy. This guy isn't going to be activated enough times for it to actually be worth it. Yeah, House Crow first, because it connects up with those guys. And let's take this to just solidify us getting there. Yeah, we need this guy to be able to take the grains here. Crossing our fingers. Okay, so if we can block off here, it will lose them out on even more points. Oh, that's so devish. Do this and that. I just hope we paid for that with that, and we are taking the. Yeah, I don't think it matters too much. And birds in her hand at the end of the game. We're not gonna draw that much, I think, so it's more likely we're gonna get points from Food Web Expert than from Visionary Leader. Just because I don't want to spend actions over here drawing cards unless, just to get absolutely nothing in return. So we have this guy. So we can cache a lot of food here. Rook can eat a lot of food. So just going here is guaranteed points for us. And yeah, let's just do this. Do this to get points. Get points. No free grain. Are you joking me? And I guess that could have mattered. Zoop. Okay. Free food is nice. We don't have cards to sack, so that's fine. Okay, so is it any use to pick up and play out either of these birds? I think an answer here is maybe, because having these extra cards in hand that we are not gonna play is also going to be fuel for the lyrebird. What all other stuff can you do? You can also Copy a counter against bird pirate. So this is 1 point for us, but also food for the opponent. Well, this is just strictly a lot better for us to activate. Ring build gull would be worth 6 points for us to play out. In addition to it, maybe being paid for with the grain. I don't love it and I don't hate it. So now, if we had taken some of these eggs, we could have sacked an egg to draw additional cards. But yeah, okay, let's take a ring build gull, a loggerhead shriek, and look at what's here: rhinoceros auklet and a splendid fairy run. Okay, so the shriek is the weakest link, so it goes back no matter what. And we might consider playing out Rhinoceros Auklet instead, except that I don't think we can take this tile with it. So there's that. Splendid Fairy Wren. We can take this with you, but you wouldn't give us any other bonuses. We have 1, 2, 3 points from endgame. Yeah, that's not worth it, even though you're a food web expert guy. Okay, 5 points, 6, 7. Lose 2 eggs, maybe get from here. I think it's a matter of just going down here, turning resources into points, and be done with the game. So yeah, when you go here, we get foods. We activate this guy to tuck this guy, so we can get even more foods. We take a point. We cache points. We don't give points to the opponent. And now we have more than 4 foods. You can go down here, lay 1, 2, 3, 4 eggs. And cache here for 5. And then 6 points. Yeah, I think these turns are better than to just go down here. They might not be. We can't beat them at this anyway. And there is nothing that really wants us to go over here rather than to just go here. So yeah, we are finished with thinking for now. Cache foods. You only need 4 food remaining, so you can also spend food here to gain the same amount of points another time. And that's gonna be game. Hopefully we can beat 130 to day 2. Because I've decided I think 130 is an okay score in Duet mode. Ooh, looks a little bit dicey based on what's already showing here. So if you're only getting 118, I think we need to take a look at what we have done this game and see if we can identify where we went wrong. Yeah, 118. So we do beat the opponent, but we don't get the amount of points we should have. So we played the pie build grub, we played red belly woodpecker and red breasted nuthatch. They are low scoring birds, so they take it down a little bit, and we kind of did some of the things we talked about that we shouldn't try to do as much. So since in duet mode, the reason you are leaning into playing more birds than activating engines is precisely this thing here, is that when we play a rook, we can play it and pay grain for it, and it connects to our largest group. We are basically, you have the option of playing a bird and get 2 more points from just playing that bird than you would in a normal game mode. So playing more birds is, if you can connect them to your main thing, it's worth 1 more point, and if you can and if you are lucky, you can also get some more resources out of that, keeping a tempo up and just rewarding you for being the first to play a lot of birds. And what we ended up doing is that we ended up focusing a little bit more on our engine than playing out birds. We didn't have that good of a card draw in the things we were doing, so I guess that also helped us to just focus on the things you already have that worked, and not focus on the things that didn't quite work. I don't know if 118 is a good or a bad score in duet mode, but I feel that 118 is a good score or okay score in the base game, and I feel that these 12 additional points you can 10 to 12 points you can easily gain from the largest groups of flags should bump up the expected score to about 130. But yeah, I'm not quite sure if I'm right or wrong on that just yet. If you have an opinion on that, please let me know in the comments below. And with that, I'd like to say thank you guys for watching this iteration of Wingspan Asia mode in the Duet expansion, or the other way around. Yeah. See you in the next episode. Until then, you guys take care.